Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to share this list with you guys because we all know that the year is almost coming to an end, and today I want to give you guys an updated list of new lesbian movies that I will highly recommend you all to go ahead, go watch, go support before the year is actually over, because we all know that this year was a very good year when it comes to lesbian content. But before we get into further details and actually discuss everything, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and like I always say, leave your opinion down below. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with Flat Girls. Anne and Jane are police officer daughters and had been inseparable since they were very young. While Jane is very content to stay in the flat with Anne forever, Anne views of the complexity as a prison and desperately dreams of escaping to a better life. The dynamic between them is further complicated by Joan's secret deeper feelings for Anne. A young police officer moves in the flat and Anne develops a crush on him, introducing jealousy and romantic complexity into the bond that the two actually have. So, yes, it's basically you having this feeling for a flatmate, somebody that you basically grew up with, and you have feelings for this person. And then there comes a new person into the flat, and the person that you like starts to like the other person, and now you are left with these feelings of jealousy, and you know not knowing how to confront the situation that ends up causing a lot of chaos between the two. So basically, the movie will and is in this case available to watch on Netflix. So don't forget to watch. And then moving forward, we have Julian. After Fleur and Julian fall madly in love, they decide to get married in every country that follows gay marriage. This journey, which begins as an act of activism and celebration, quickly comes to a painful and unexpected, halt when Julian's conditions worsens due to the illness that she actually has. The film, which has been described as a quiet but devastating film that refuses to, showcase that you should give up on love and intimacy while you are trying to make a difference when it comes to you and your partner. This movie, had been announced recently, and I've also came across it recently. So I'm very excited to see what it has to offer, because you can basically see it's a couple that love each other a lot, but they also have to deal with the reality of life when it comes to, Julie's, illness, and how are they gonna live with this situation, knowing that also at the same time they still have a lot of dreams together, and also, mentalizing that it might be over very soon. So yes, this movie is very emotional, very deep, and I will highly recommend you all to go ahead, go watch, and go support it on movie, because I will definitely be doing so as well. And then moving forward, we have this Greek movie that I just recently came across with, and I was just like, yo, I have to include it on this list. So basically, it's called Beer Cave. The narrative is, spurred into motion. Aneta reveals she is pregnant and plans to leave the village with her boyfriend, heartbroken, and before, she can confront her true romantic feelings, Agro challenges Aneta to go on one last adventure on a hike to find the beer cave. This destination leads to an unexpected series of events, and the story explores the themes of queer love and desire, and also showcasing darkness and suffering after, associated with the queer narratives. So basically, is you finally trying to let your person that you care for know that you have feelings for them, because you know the person probably is gonna move away with someone else and, start a family. So now for you to try to save and keep this person, close to you, you decide to go on this adventure with the person, so you guys can get close to each other, and you can finally have, the gut to tell the person that you want them to stay, because you don't want to lose them and you want to be with them. Basically, that is the narrative of this amazing movie. And then moving forward, we have Stone Cold Fox. Yes, it's set in the 80s, and it basically follows Fox, who has recently escaped a toxic, organization of criminals run by her former girlfriend named Goldie. The central conflict begins when Fox leaves, in this case, this criminal organization, taking a fresh start and just trying to start her life over. Goldie, cashes with her. Goldie takes Fox's sister in order to force Fox to return to the crew. The plot revolves around Fox's missions of, vengeance and against her former lesbian lover, and basically, trying to figure out how to move on and basically take her down. Moral of the story is about two women that fell in love with each other. They were part of a criminal organization. one of them decides to leave, but then the other one decides, no, you cannot just leave. So she actually ends up taking her sister in order to force her to get back into, the criminal association. And now they are in the situation where, one is trying to end and be like, okay, I'm here, but I'm against my will. And also, planning on how to take her down. So yes, it's kind of like lovers turning into enemies type of movie. And let me tell you, I'm 100 trillion percent here for it. So I will be doing a review on it because I love this type of movies. And moving forward, we have Manok. It is a South Korean comedy drama that centers on a middle-aged lesbian basically named Manok who runs a lesbian bar in Seoul before returning to her conservative rural hometown after, her mother unfortunately had passed away. She basically decides to close the bar and move back to her family in Ibanri. The town is full of prejudice and unresolved tensions, and she soon clashes with her ex-husband, who is now basically the town mayor and deeply is against, the gay community. So her husband is basically against everything that she stands for and what she represents. And now they are in the situation where is still trying to figure out if maybe her going back to where she was and reopening her bar is a smart thing, but also at the same time still grieving the passing of her mother. And now she has to deal with her husband that is against what she represents. So, and also having to deal with family matters is a lot that goes on in this movie. I feel like I've previously have spoken about the movie. I'm not 100% sure, but I just wanted to put light on it again because I do feel like it's a movie that will be spoken about a lot. So I just had to come here and put it out there. It will be available on Movie and Plex as well. And then we have I Really Love My Husband. Yes, the plot centers on Teresa, newlywed, while on her honeymoon with her husband, in this case called Drew. She finds herself becoming dissatisfied with her marriage. Her perception shifts dramatically when she becomes captivated by past. The free-spirited, expect manager that basically is, in charge of the rental that they are renting. Teresa proposed Drew, who is her husband, an idea to basically seduce Paz. This decision forces her to navigate a complex love triangle and ultimately face her true feelings and potentially learning a new reality about herself that she definitely didn't thought would be a situation, or in this case we can say she never thought that she would be attracted to another woman. So this obviously starts to cause a lot of chaos between her and her husband. And also, now she is attracted to another lady. So now what does she do regarding the situation? Is it a phase? Is it just an attraction? Should she go forward with it? Yes or no? So there's still a lot of things that will be unveiled in this movie. So yes, it will be available to watch on Apple TV and Prime Video as well. Me personally, I'm super excited for it. I've been waiting for it for quite a while. And the fact that it is finally here makes me feel good. So now we can have content to go ahead, go watch and support. So if you guys are also excited for this one, please let me know down below in the comments because I do feel like this one will be very promising. So yes, that's basically it. These are all the new lesbian movies that I will highly recommend you all to stay tuned for or go ahead and go watch already. I want to say thank you so much for all the love and all the support. If you guys know any other lesbian movies, please drop them down below in the comments. It will be very helpful. Until the next video, I hope you have enjoyed this one and